What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back with another video on the channel, and today is the first time ever that I am trying Pakistani food. There have been a lot of comments over the last few months or so for people asking me to try Pakistani food, and I found one restaurant in the area. The hours usually didn't work for me, but on the weekends, of course, I have a little bit more time so that I can find some restaurants that have a little earlier of a closing time. So finally got my hands on some, and I have to admit, the smell-o-vision, the food smells delicious. Went to a place called Classic Nirala Restaurant. It is located in Elmwood Park, New Jersey, and on Google, it has really good reviews from people that are saying there's not many Pakistani restaurants in the area, but they do serve really good food. With a 4.3 over 500 ratings, everything smells delicious. One of the main differences that I noticed immediately is that they had steak on the menu, and people were raving about how good the steak was. So I did get a New York strip, and it smells really good. The spices smell different than anything I've had before, which is really good. And I asked around, did some checking about some of their most popular dishes. So I also have a chicken tawa keema. Again, I hope I don't mispronounce that. I try to do as much research as possible so that I don't. And also a goat karahi, which is right over here. Came with naan as well as rice, which is underneath there. And the steak came with fries. There's a few sauces, a tamarind sauce. I know that, there's a mint chutney over here as well, and the ketchup, obviously, for the fries. So, Pakistani food, highly requested. Can't wait to try it. Drop a thumbs up. We're going to do more and try to get all the requests that we have in here. Again, I'm only one person, but I'm trying my best to get the ones that people are asking for. I know sometimes you want to see something really bad, and it can be frustrating, but I do hear you. I am trying. I promise you that much. I want to try to locate some good places so that it's a good indicator of how good these places really are, but I want to get into this strip. Right away, I noticed the roasted garlic on here. I just wish that you could smell through the camera, because it does smell really good. Of course, I have my plastic utensils. I know people are like, hey, you always gotta get plastic utensils. Why don't you have some? I just be forgetting. And once I sit down, man, when you start smelling this food, you ain't gonna want to get up either. So I'm gonna get into this. We got our spoon and a butter knife. I'm gonna do it with the knife. I bet you I'll cut the steak. Hopefully the steak is tender enough. It does seem really tender, but of course, okay, this is not gonna work. I have it propped up, and it's not gonna work when I try to cut this up. We're just gonna move that out of the way. Let's get to work. Nice New York strip. Cost me $100 to get all this, by the way. The steak was $30, but it is a big hunk of meat here, and you do get a lot of fries, but it's medium rare. I wish you could smell this. It's a good steak. That is a good steak. That's a good steak. Get in there. Now, obviously, since it was sitting in the container, the steak probably continued to cook in the plastic. So it seems a little bit more than medium rare, but you have to chalk that up to the takeout. Eating in restaurants is very tough when you're doing reviews, so. Lots and lots of garlic on here. Yep, rips right off. The spices are different than what you're used to on a steak, which is a good thing. It definitely does have what seems to be like a Pakistani spice. There's some chilies on here. Like I said, lots of onion and garlic. Visibly, lots of onion and garlic. And I love me some garlic. One damn knife. So I have zero complaints about this steak. Eating this at a restaurant would be even better. But even with it, with the takeout, steak usually doesn't carry out well for me, but still melts in your mouth. Fry. Let me try these fries. Very nice. Let's go in with the ketchup. Fries are still super crispy. Yum. 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 I love the fact that they season this differently, which I would think they did. I know people probably will, obviously. I get what you're saying, but it doesn't taste like any steak I've had because there's a little bit of a spice to it in a good way. I swear, I'm almost behooved to eat this freaking garlic that's right here. I think I'm gonna slice a little piece of it. Get some on there. The oil from the garlic is like seeping into the steak, so it gives it an even more garlicky taste on top of the little bit of the spices that's on there. Very good steak. People were raving about the steak, and I can see why. And now that I sliced a little piece of the garlic on here, gives it even more flavor. Nothing like a well-seasoned steak. Cooked perfectly. A little bit of the fries on here. I would have liked a ribeye even more. They had a ribeye, but the New York strip was the most popular. Eat the whole thing, man. Like, I'm gonna try this chutney on here. Mint chutney. A little piece of steak. I don't usually, this steak doesn't need sauce at all in my opinion. I don't usually use different things to dip it in steak, but it was on the suggestions when I was ordering. So let's cut that little. It's a good sign you can cut that thing with that dull knife right there. It means the steak is tender, right? All right, let's go in. Fresh mint. Spice level is there. Gives it even more of a oomph to it. Yes, I said oomph. And the fries, which came in a separate container but I poured in here, make it even better when you're sitting in here because it's got that garlicky. This is fantastic. Yeah. A very good steak. Very good steak. One of those things that I'm like, I'm halfway done with it. I want to finish it, but I do want to get to everything else. I'm gonna eat this little piece right here just to make it even, you know? Here, you can just rip right off because you're tender, ain't you? Yes, you are. Tamarind. A little bit of like a sweet and sour kind of vibe to this. Let's see. That's good. Like I said, the consistency and the sweetness give it a little bit of kind of like a barbecue sauce, but then there's like a sourness that adds just another layer of flavor. Back in the chutney too. Yeah, it's fantastic. That's a 9 out of 10. I like this a lot. I would eat. I love steak, and seasoning the way they did not hurt it at all. Different vibe. Love it. One of the most popular dishes on the menu, which is right. My man Toretto. My man. Anywho, goat karahi. I hope I didn't pronounce that. Could be karahi. I'm not sure. I mean, look. Hopefully I got it right. But what it says is it has like a ginger garlic base to it. I just want to eat it. I just want to eat it. That's what it is. Let's just grab a piece right here. I love goat. I eat goat. I'm a fan of goat. We do goat on this channel. Yes, we do. Ooh. Also getting tomato. And the spice. There's like green chilies in here. Oh man, that's good. I know I'm smacking all in here, but I'm about to. Also got the naan. Also got the naan. Let's see what we got. Garlic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come to daddy. Look at this. Look at this. Here, hold on. Come down for a minute. Oh, it smells so good. So good. Let me get in some of this sauce right here. Boom. Lots and lots of fresh garlic on the naan too. Woo. Right here, look at this. Look at that piece. And we'll go back in for a little bit of this sauce while I bite into this stuff. Right here. Oh, damn, that's good. So much flavor. Ooh. Damn. Why am I napkin? I'm not just lick my damn face. Ooh. One time for the one time right here. They had 3 different spice levels. They had mild, medium, and hot. And I went with medium. And the medium, it's still very spicy. Not like, you know, I'm gonna start crying spicy, nothing like that, but damn. Let me get a fry in here. Can I just put a fry in here? Let me tell you what. Big pieces of oh, soak me up. What? Let me get one of these peppers in here too. Let me get a pepper. It's like green peppers and onions in here as well. Boom. See that? That's good. Oh. I'm sorry for all this chewing and stuff, man, but when you try stuff for the first time, you be dissecting in your head. And I'm just trying to garlic naan in the chutney. The mint chutney reminds me of like when I get Peruvian food, like the ají sauce. A little bit of spice to it. Tons of fresh mint though. That's like a 9.4, man. That's fantastic. Oh, oh, oh. I gotta get one more piece right here. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. Now we have chicken tawa keema. Now normally they have a beef version that it's usually made with. They also would use like lamb or mutton, but the chicken was the most popular on the menu, so I stayed with the most popular. There's a lemon in here, so I'm gonna just suggest that juicy ass lemon. Okay, hey, yeah, I'm just going. Damn, juicy. Left a little lemon in there. Hold on, get that seed out. Bang. I just want to try this first without anything on it, just to get a little feel for it, and then we'll go in with the other stuff. But hopefully, I don't drop this. That's such a simple dish, but it's so good. Ground chicken, onion, garlic, ooh, peppers in here, a lot of different spices. We'll go right here. gonna do this a little bit. Let's see. What do you do to this rice? Hold on now. Even the rice is flavorful as hell. I'm back. I want to get all, ooh, green chilies in here too. A lot of green chilies. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but there's no way I'm not doing this. You just take this and put it right here. Gonna make me a taco. Not really a taco, but you get what I'm saying. The way the spices are and everything, I think it just goes perfectly with this. You just go in like this, right? Y'all sure do know how to cook. Alright, let's go. Bang. Bang. A little bit of that mint on there. Excellent. Excellent. There's just so much flavor, man. Alright, let's go a little tamarind. A little sweet and sour. That was my favorite. That was excellent. This right here is just so simple. With so much flavor. This is something I feel like with a little bit of a, you know, probably help, a little recipe, something like that. That this is something you can like make at home. Like quick, but super flavorful. And for that, I'm in. A little bit of rice too. Making an absolute mess, but it's so worth it. I'm gonna grab this. I don't know why I just wiped my hand off just to put it right back in. $9.6 overall. Looking at the menu, there were some dishes that I saw on Indian menus as well, but there were some obviously that I didn't see, and these were some of the ones that I didn't see, but they did have things like butter chicken, etc. I'm curious to know if the way that they spice everything is the same overall or different. So I do want to try those too. But in that part of the world, man, y'all sure can cook. So this is all excellent. And I would recommend to anybody who wanted to try it. Very, very good. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say which one's better or anything like that, because I think they're both excellent in their own right. The comparisons to Indian food are there, but there are differences. Very similar to a South American country that neighbors each other, or a Puerto Rican versus Dominican. There are similarities but differences, and I think I appreciate them both. But very good. The main difference that I noticed, more than anything, is the use of beef. Pakistan, predominantly Muslim country, so their food is halal, no pork. Damn, it's good though. There's whole chili in here right here. I'm about to burn my whole every situation, but you know what? This is how we do things. I'm about to pick this damn steak in my hands. Look at that. Right off. I just want to try it in here. Don't drop that. get that onion. Mmm. Mmm. But I wanted to let people know, and I said it in the beginning of the video, and I will say it again just to kind of bring it home. I see your requests. I'm working as hard as I can. I understand some people want to see things more than others from their own point of view. But there's a lot of you, one, and I'm grateful for that. So don't think that I'm just ignoring comments and things like that. But this is legitimately, in my county, the only Pakistani restaurant when I looked it up. Didn't see any other in my area. And the days that I'm usually free, they're closed, or they close really early. There are other cuisines that people do request, and sometimes I know some people get frustrated because they say, okay, you don't want to try this. It's not that I don't. It's, at this point, I still do have a day job, okay? And it takes time to get to these places sometimes, and I get out of work at my day job a lot of times. It's already 8 or 9 o'clock, which means a lot of these places are closed. And by the time it would take me to travel there, I wouldn't get there till 10 p.m. So it gets a little rough at times, but I'm trying to work my schedule so that I can do so. I hear you loud and clear. We're going to try to get to all these places. I want to try everything. You guys know the vibes. So don't think that I don't hear you. Very appreciative that I'm even in the position that I am. And I just want you to know that. Bear with me. But overall, there was a lot of people saying, you're going to love it. You've got to try it. You won't regret it. Guess what? You were right. I love it. I'm glad I tried it. I don't regret it. And I'm going back. Pricey? A little bit. The steak was about $30 itself. And the other meals were about $20. So it adds up. Obviously, you know, with gratuity, etc. I'm not complaining. But is it worth the price? Yep. As I always say, when it comes to these local businesses, everything seems to be made. That's so good. Even the rice by itself is good. With love. I'm always going to try to support the local businesses. And I do recommend that you try this place. If you're a person that has a low spice tolerance, they do have food that is served medium, etc. So you can get it spicy and you can get it non-spicy. They will cook to suit your taste, but give it a shot. Any of these dishes that I tried, I highly recommend, including the fries. Fries, Ron, you should be picking on the entire time. Get the chutney, get the tamarind. We gotta go back. That's what we do. And we're just picking on a steak. Fantastic. Oh, I love every minute of it. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate your suggestions. I appreciate your support. This is only the beginning. Don't think that I'm not going to get to every place. It's going to take time. And I don't intend on stopping making content anytime soon. So we will get to them. I want you all to know that. Because I do feel like sometimes people can get frustrated and, you know, they want to see, but I hear y'all and I love y'all, man. Trust me. So, with that being said, I highly recommend the classic New Roll at Elmwood Park. W food. Really, really good. I was not disappointed. I want to pull up, girl. I'm like, yay, who the chef? But that's going to be the end of the video, man. I'm so glad I got to try this. This was amazing. But we will be back tomorrow. Also got something planned for tomorrow, which I think is going to be funny and fun. Hopefully it pans out. So I don't want to give it away yet because some people, you know. But absolute W. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.